Hi, Jennifer Lewis here, coming to you from Hattiesburg, Mississippi, outside of the University of Southern Mississippi campus area. And today I'm coming to you with part 2 of Microsoft Teams tips. So let's get started. We talked last time about how you can add in apps like the weather app, and you can go ahead and get information about weather. So let's go ahead and see that in practice here. We are actually going to get out of the search bar and do our at weather. We do our at weather, ask us for a city, state, or zip code. So I'm going to where my mom lives, see if I can find it. And it actually does. It's giving me the weather for Gastonia, North Carolina there, 65 degrees. And then you can always click more details, which will actually take you to the website that you selected the add-in. So when you actually set it up, it's going to ask you which app you want to use for your weather. You'll select that, and that'll be what it will use. So I selected MS Weather, so you see it's taking me there. So I get more information here, including hourly details, daily summaries. So that is pretty useful. Now, here we also are going to talk about our next one, which is at places. So right here, when you first add in this app, it's going to ask you where you live and confirm your location. It kind of can tell from the computer. So it knows I'm in Hattiesburg, so I'm going to say New Orleans. Hit enter, and it actually brings me a little box, and it says directions. I selected Bing as my map provider, so if I click on directions, it will actually give me directions. And it actually should populate, but unfortunately it looks like it's not quite working. So it's going to ask me where I'm at. And then I can just tell it from there. And then it just tells me how many hours it is and turn-by-turn directions. And you can even send those to your device if you scroll down a little bit. You can take that information and print it. You can share it on Facebook, Twitter, email. And you can also embed a map someplace as well as go full screen. So you see that's a real big close-up. Okay. So next we're going to cover viewing someone's activity. So here I have a person that I'm in a team with. So if you're in a team with someone, you can see their activity. So there's a little tab there to the right of chat and files that says activity. So let's go to the example. It only works with people that you're in a team with. So we're going to go to the actual team. I believe it is this one. Hold on. There it is. And then I'm going to go to Lori. And then I can see her activity here. And you'll see every place she posted that has to do with the team that we're in jointly and everything she posted, which is pretty interesting and sticky. So basically, you go back and see what the person said. So we're doing some votes, so you can use that for voting. So that is pretty useful. The next thing we're going to talk about is emailing a team. So you can email information to a team. You're going to double click to select the team, then click on the ellipses to get the email address. So let's try that. And then you can actually just send an email to your team. So let's find a team that we have that we know is a test team. So we built the test team here. We go to the ellipses here. It says get email address. It's going to come up in a second. When we get that address, we can copy it. And let's go to our email. And I'm just going to send a note in there to this email address that says testing 123. Testing this email functionality. Okay, we're going to send that email. And then we're going to wait for the magic to happen. So I don't know how quickly it will happen. But there it is. There's the email. So if you wanted to email the whole team something instead of chatting there or forward an email to the team, you would just go to your ellipses and then get email address. Okay. So now we're going to talk about the custom tab. So custom tab allows you to add a tab to the top. Remember how we were looking at the activities? We saw there's some tabs here. Well, that little plus sign here could be used to make some tabs. Certain types of tabs are very useful, lists, etc., forms. But you can also, planners, OneNotes, but you can also add in websites. So in this one, we're going to click on website and add the website URL, and you're going to see it pop in there for the team. So I'm going to go to USMAOP board. I'm going to put a plus sign. It says add a tab. I'm going to put website. And then we're going to add the USMAOP website. And give a second there. We'll click on that from our website. And then we'll paste it in there. And then we're going to post to the channel about this tab. So now whenever they click there, they can go ahead and see that. And there should be a note in here that I added the website. And what would be great is if I could add a note. Right there. It would have been better if I could add it right there, but I added underneath there. So there, that helps us to kind of put that in perspective. And now we're going to talk about backward and forward navigation. Just like the internet, Teams allows you to go backward and forward pretty easily there at the top. So let's take a look at how this would work. So we were just here inside the AOP General. So if we hit this arrow, it's going to take us back out to where we were on the website. And here we go back out. We were at the beginning here. And then we were on test teams. Then we were back on AOP. Then we were back on Corey. So it remembers every single thing we did. Then we were on Corey's original profile. Then we were back on AOP. Then we were over there sending that email. So you can see it goes backwards. It also goes forward. So there's the specific AOP link. And if we keep clicking through Corey, we will get back to where we posted that link. There's the email. And that should be the AOP website. So see, you can go backwards and forwards pretty easily with those. And last but not least, I wanted to show you how to send urgent notices. So when you're in a chat, you're putting in different things and people may not realize how important something is. So you could type your message. Under your message, there's a formatting bar. You see the formatting bar there? And there is a little exclamation point. Then that little exclamation point, if you click it, you get some choices. Standard, which will make it same as every other message here. Important and urgent. It sends notices every 2 minutes for 20 minutes to let them know that it's urgent. So let's try that and see. So we're going to go to our chat with Miss Alfreda. And we're going to make this right here. Oops. Move that out of the way. We're going to go right here. See your phrase. Can't spell. Above. And then right here, we're going to say set delivery options. Important, urgent, it says. And then if we were to hit enter, it would actually notify her every 2 minutes for 20 minutes there. So we don't want to do that, but we could. And that's really the most important thing. We could. And that's it for today for part 2 of Microsoft Teams tips. If you have any questions or comments, go ahead and email me to jennifer.lewis@usm.edu. I'd be glad to assist you with any other questions you have or provide you a copy of the PowerPoint. All right, thanks so much for joining me today for today's Tuesday tip. Stay safe, everyone.